Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another episode of your favorite show, the one, the only Reds View. Of course, I got my player partner, the cultivating, culturalist theorist himself, CJ. What's up, player?
Man, I can't call it, man. Glad to be here, bro.
Man, yep, glad to have you here, man. And of course, if you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to the youtube.com channel, which is scrolling across your screen right now, that ticker. Subscribe to the official channel, youtube.com/RedsView. And not only just the shows, but some interviews. We got a bunch. I need to get back on my interview bag. I'm trying to set up some more interviews coming soon. So y'all stay on alert for that. Everybody who is watching on Facebook, make sure that you, for one, hit that like button. Also, for two, hit that share button. Y'all have been doing that. I've been loving it, but man, it's always good every time you see it to keep sharing the video. Spread it. YouTube, do the same thing. Hit that like button. After you hit subscribe, hit the like button, bell notifications, and then hit that share button. And if you're watching this, last but not least, on Twitter, make sure that you retweet. Give J Red and CJ a good old retweet, man, because we got some heavy stuff to discuss tonight. All right, man. So first off, man, we got to give our condolences to a rap legend, female rap hip hop legend, Boss. For those who don't know who Boss is, she dropped her debut album. I think that was her only album that she dropped, but she came out of like 92. She was Def Jam's first female rap act, Boss, with $2 for those who didn't get a chance to really listen to her. Let me tell you something, man. With Boss, the first time I heard of Boss actually was on Crazy Bone's second album. Thug on the Line. I didn't know Boss back then because if she had hits, it was like a hit record. It was probably like a modest hit, moderate hit. That's before I really got into hip hop all the way. I was a kid, I was a baby back then. You know what I'm saying? So, but the first time I heard from her was on Thug on the Line. It was Crazy Mo's second album. They got a song called Thugger Level. She ripped it. I was like, who the hell is that? So I was like, damn. And I think she was affiliated or was trying to sign to his label at the time or something like that. He was trying to bring her back. But when I heard her spit, she was dope. And I went back and heard some of her earlier material. Very dope. I saw the West Coast, a lot of West Coast vets. And she's from Detroit. Yeah. But I saw a lot of people giving her props and stuff like that. So RIP to Boss, man. You want to speak on that?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, she was before my time too, but I remember the name, and if I heard the song, it would come to me as well. But that's one of them ones just a little bit before my time, but I always heard people speak highly though. Always.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man. But she was a hardcore female rapper too. Yeah, like she went hard. So anybody want to do some hip-hop research, particularly go and listen to that Crazy Bone song I was talking about, Crazy Bone featuring Boss, called Thugger Level. She ate that shit. And it's hard to hang with them bone niggas when it comes to shit like that. So
that's true.
Do your thing. All right, man. So what everybody is here for, man, the hottest topic, or one of the hottest topics out right now. We're gonna get into it. That's the thumbnail for the live show. Of course, we're gonna chop it up and everything. But Draya Michele. Is Draya Michele a predator? Is she a predator? Now, why am I asking that, CJ? The reason I'm asking that is because she made headlines for getting pregnant by her boyfriend. They're not married. That's her boyfriend. She's 39, and he happens to be an NBA player who's 22 years old. Again, she's 39 years old. Former, I don't know if she still does reality TV. I don't keep up with all that, but reality TV star, 39 years old. And she got pregnant by an NBA player who's 22. Jalen Green. Now that sent the internet into a frenzy as usual. Everybody had their 2 cents in. So I wanted to start off the show talking about that. Not only is he 22, but he's also the age of her son. She has a couple of kids. I don't know if it's 2, 3, whatever, right? But she has children and has a son his age. So there was a big mixed reaction. I'm hoping it was mostly people bashing her rather than saluting her. Now it was, like I said, it was a lot of people saying like, is she a predator? And I'm gonna give my take on what it is. CJ, I'm not mad at Draya Michele. I'm not mad at Draya Michele. I'm not saying I support it, but I believe in double standards, right?
Yeah.
And there are double standards when it comes to men and women in dating, for sure. So I'm 35 right now. If I dated or pursued a 21-year-old, 22-year-old, the average woman my age or my age group is going to say, what? You can't handle, you're dating young because you want to control. You want somebody that's going to submit to you. You want somebody, you can't handle a grown woman, blase skip, blah, 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 blah. When naturally men date younger women. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
And we
naturally,
know
that's
why.
what happens, you know? So my thing is this. They're both legal. They're both grown. Yeah, she had a son. She got a son his age, but I'm for equal playing field across the board, right? If you're not, if you won't criticize me for dating younger, you know, and I know it's a difference, trust me, but I shouldn't criticize you for dating younger. However, on the flip side, if I was okay, if I'm like Marcus Houston, for example, we
Nah.
got to talk about Marcus Houston. His wife at the time when he married her was 19. He said
Yeah.
that he knew her prior to that. He wasn't dating her, but he knew her prior to it. But if she's 19 and y'all getting married and you knew her prior, you mean to tell me you didn't find her attractive? Y'all weren't doing anything else. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blurry line. It's like it feels predatory when it's somebody of age. If you've been eyeing a person and looking at them in their teen years and then they finally get legal and you go after them, I can't co-sign that. I
Yeah.
you know,
It's kind of cringy, dog.
it's cringy.
Yeah.
However, if you happen to meet somebody that is of age, legally we can't say anything. So,
Mhm.
you know, I can't say that. However, it is, you know what, with Draya, she is 39. And from my perspective, I feel like men her age aren't interested in her on a dating marriage level. You get what I'm saying? She's
Yeah.
a reality star that has multiple children who's damn near 40. Let's just keep it a buck. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm not saying she can't find a man her age, but the type of men that she wants, who's gonna floss all that money and have all, what celebrity is gonna want to date her and take on her kids? Let's just be practical. You know what I'm saying? So she did what she had to do. Reality TV show stars don't make a lot of money. They don't make a lot of money at all. They
No,
make more than like the average person, but
for sure.
you got to keep that bag rolling. So she maybe preyed on a younger guy, NBA player, just like Brittany Renner did. Shout out to my fellow Jacksonian Brittany Renner. She
Mm.
prayed, she found him and secured the bag. You know what I'm saying? Now she probably she has experience, right? So if it's a 22-year-old, he's not a boy, he's not a kid, he's a man.
That's a man. Yeah.
22-year-old man probably never had no pussy like that before in his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
He is in the NBA though. To be
he's in
honest,
the he's in the NBA, but I mean, how many years has he been playing in the NBA?
about 3.
So he hasn't really been. I mean, 3 years is you know he could.
And he in Houston.
He's in Houston, but think about this. All those young girls around his age probably, I mean, they probably have experience, but just imagine an older woman who still look good, because Draya still look good.
For sure.
And coming to you season, she got her own money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and from my experience, they messing with baby mamas, they always, you know what? I ain't even going.
Yeah. Now they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. They know what they're
doing.
doing. So he saw that as a come up. You know what I'm saying? She got a, well, not a come up. He doesn't know any better, because I wouldn't have made that decision. But I've been young and messed with older women, and you feel like a privilege, like, damn, I got this older woman wanted me. So I think he just got weak to that. You know what I'm saying? But she trapped him. I feel like, you know, she secured the bag. What you think?
The most awkward part of this whole situation is that her son is the same age as him. That's awkward.
Fact.
Not gonna hold you. Like, them niggas on the 2K together. They like they interested in all of the same shit.
Right.
That's a little weird. Honestly, outside of that though, bro, like you said, double standards exist, and I believe in some instances they're necessary. But and listen, I think what helps her is that she doesn't look 39. She still looks young.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's nice looking, period. Mm-hmm. Like, it's not nice for 39. This is the 2024 39.
Absolutely.
When I was 22, people 39 didn't look like this.
Absolutely. They didn't have the BBLs. They didn't have the cosmetic surgery.
Bingo. Yeah. They had that. So this is a new 39. Like, let's be clear. Mm-hmm. But I will say, like I said, this shit gets tricky. Yeah, they've been dating for a little minute. She secured the bag. Her kid is with another player though. It's with Orlando Scandrick. Used to play for the Cowboys, I want to say.
Her
So I
kid,
mean,
her kid
she
is
has a kid with him. I don't know if it's the 22-year-old though.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, hey, it's if they like it, I love it. I mean, I know people trip off the age. People looking at Drake sideways right now. He was on a date with Lotto's sister.
Hey, let me tell you something. Lotto's sister fine as hell.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fine as
Clearly,
hell.
something running the family.
Uh,
Obviously,
she looked better than Lotto though. She looks
Ooh, that's
better
the
than
hottest
Lotto.
take we gonna say all
She look
day.
better than Lotto, bro. I'm telling you, man. And you know, I've had shout out to Lotto. I had Lotto on the show. I seen her like
Salute.
I'm just being honest. You
For
know,
sure.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like she does look good. So when I saw Drake doing that, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised.
Me neither.
But I mean, this is the thing, man. Ladies have to understand, and I think what Draya did was wised up. I think a lot of women, and we're gonna get on our dating coaching type of thing. You know, when women get of a certain age, you should consider probably dating younger if you can. Now, the problem with that is that women mature faster than men. Naturally.
Absolutely.
That's why it's easy for a man to date a younger woman because y'all mature faster.
Absolutely.
However, I could tell you, man, I wasn't ready to date seriously at 22. Our 22s was different from our dad's and our mother's 22s. The baby boomers on back 22s was way different. You were really a grown ass man.
Yeah, they were 4 years in already at 22.
At 20, right? You know what I'm saying? Like shit, niggas got like when you hit 16, or my granddad when he hit 14, bro, you pretty much on your own. You know, but that's back when you could go and work and really make substantial income to provide for yourself and the family. But now 22, you like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like you really don't know a lot. I didn't know shit. When I look back when I was 22, now I mean I was mature, but I wasn't ready to
settle down.
Nah, hell nah. No. But you know, with women like Draya, I think that they start to what you should do is weigh out your options. I'm quite sure Draya wanted to have a millionaire baller. You know what I'm saying? Preferably somebody that was older or around her age bracket. But let's be honest, man. A 39-year-old man who's single, say he's single with no kids, is he gonna want to date a Draya? A ex-reality star, a reality star with 2 children? Probably more than likely not. So instead of complaining about all this stuff on social media and how men ain't shit, men her age just want younger women, she found her a come up, got with the younger dude, and secure the bag by getting pregnant. You know, now
I can't knock the hustle, bro. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, because he, like I said, he is a grown man. I ain't gonna call him a grown ass man, but he's a grown man. He's making millions of dollars. He's in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He has a career. So shit. You know, if he ends up, which I feel I'm hoping not, but if she ends up playing him to the left, you know, trying to, I mean, because he already done messed up. They're not even married, and she got a kid by him. You know what I'm saying? He already done messed up, you know. So everybody knows the play. But at the end of the day, what can we do about it? You know, and I feel like, ladies, if any of you ladies are watching right now, or people watching right now, first of all, y'all need to hit that like button. We got some people, we got hefty people up in the room. Y'all need to go and hit that like button because I know y'all enjoying the show. But y'all in the comments, y'all can let us know. Don't be afraid to chime in and let us know what y'all think about this. Now, while y'all are getting your thoughts together, let me show you what Draya's response was to this controversy. She was pretty vague, but let's see, where is it? It says Draya seemingly responds to the controversy. So this is, I guess she put this in her IG stories right here. She said, "Get comfortable being misunderstood, Cap. Only a fraction of people will be able to truly grasp your essence. You are not anyone else's timeline of comprehension." What she say? Also, it's none of your business how others choose to perceive you. Most High sees you clearly. Let that be enough. All right, you know.
When she went biblical.
Yeah, she went. Of course, she was.
Spiritual.
You know. Yeah, spiritual. Look, you know, and look at her. You know.
Yeah,
she looking good. Them lips look nice. You know, she's
pregnant.
Sure. You know.
She got lambasted online though, and I will say I don't know if I expected that.
Yeah,
universally lambasted. At
Yeah.
least that's what I saw. I don't know if that was my algorithm just feeding the first couple of posts that I saw and
Mhm.
just reiterating that, or if this was the sentiment online for real, for real. But I saw her getting slaughtered for it. And I was like, damn, that's interesting. I don't know if that would have been the case 10 years ago. I'm not sure.
What I saw, for the most part, it does look like that. But I've seen the same instance, well, the same type of people who are criticizing her. You know what I feel? I feel like they probably don't like her because I've seen
Mm,
when Brittany Renner,
yeah.
when that whole ordeal, that she wasn't, excuse me, she wasn't really getting bashed like that. It was more men bashing her than the women.
That was a minute ago. That was pre-pandemic ish, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I said 5, 6, 7
No, no,
years
no.
ago.
That was after the pandemic.
Oh,
That was
word?
after,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that was after the pandemic. Or
Yeah.
maybe y'all let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, because she got with dude from the Charlotte Hornets. What's his
Yeah.
name? PJ Russell, PJ
Washington.
Washington. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, so it was interesting this go around, but maybe people don't like. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop or whatever the hell basketball. Why? Maybe people don't like Drea because, like I said,
Mm.
Brittany Renner. That wasn't that long ago. This is the same realm. Like we're in the same era right now. The Me Too, you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff is going on right now. So I'm thinking that maybe these women bash her because they don't like her. Do women not like her? Because all it takes is a reality show for women to not like your attitude and stuff like that.
But here's the thing, though. Where did we know Brittany Renner from before she got pregnant by an NBA player, though?
She was wrote a book. She was dating a lot of celebrities. Let me tell you her come up because I went to school with her. So
Okay.
she because I didn't know her like that. She's a little younger than me, but she made her come up by doing workout videos, posting them on Twitter. They kept going viral, and then she started dating uh fucking different celebrity men and wrote. I think she wrote a book about it. So her prominence came into fame, with
Like
her.
Superhead, bro?
Yes,
Okay.
basically. Yeah,
At least Draya had a career of some sort that
yeah,
we knew of.
right.
That's She looks like a jump off that finally got what she was looking for. From the outside looking in, I didn't follow the Brittany Renner situation. So somebody correct me if I'm wrong. If she had a
Mhm.
makeup line or if she had a clothing line or some shit
No,
beforehand. Okay.
no. What
I see.
people knew Britney for was messing with a lot of different men and talking about it. Right in the book, she messed with Colin Kaepernick. She wrote all that in the book and her workout videos. Don't get me wrong, she was killing it. She was always getting on World Star, all
Okay.
that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like she had cause she has a real nice body, okay face,
Yeah.
but nice body. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, that was her thing. But like I said, I was seeing, but mostly it was harsh criticism towards Drea. And like I said, like if we're gonna play both sides of the fence, I could see why people did it, but also she's grown, that man's grown, and they made an adult decision at the end of the day. But I can tell young men this, and if any of you young men watch Red's View, let me tell you something, man. Never trust a big button to smile.
We
And
know that for a
especially if it's
while.
an older woman, if you got paper, you got money, and an older woman is coming to you, and listen, man,
Be careful.
you gotta be careful. I can say this: it's a reason why she probably is not wifed up. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Mm.
Could be different reasons, but I'm gonna just like if you that bad and you and now granted she has kids, so somebody chose up on her. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
clearly.
Just but if you that old and nothing like that has happened, like you that bad and nobody wiped you up, we start looking at that, ladies. I'm just saying, man. Once you get my age, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this CJ, now hear me out. You
Okay.
fine as like if she's fine as hell,
Yeah, which Drea is, let's be clear.
fine.
Yeah.
And you looking around like, God damn, nobody didn't wipe that up. I would have my antennas up. Now the 22-year-old dumbass me would have probably been, oh man, this is CJ. I didn't got me some damn near 40-year-old pussy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't actively looking for cougars at 22.
Right. Nah, hell no.
If I happened to come up on one, cool, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I had me a cougar back in the day. But
Didn't we all?
yeah, cougars. I love cougars. They cook for you, pay for your food. You know what I'm saying? They just like a motherly vibe you get from. I love a cougar. Shout out to the cougars up in here. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes, sir.
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a mature woman. But yeah, and what they call them MILFs. Shout out
Yeah.
to the MILFs.
Mills.
I I love the MILFs. I love the MILFs.
We in grand MILF territory now, and in this day and age.
Yes, because the grandmas now look different from the ones back then. I know you saw that video. This dude trying to choose up on this older lady.
I did.
You saw it? Yeah. Niggas trying to holler at grandmas now. They like, what's happening? The way these women carrying themselves. You know what I'm saying? I like a mature woman. Ain't that right, Bree? What up, Bree? Shout out to Bree, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, moving on from Draya, because we could be here all night talking about that, man.
No doubt.
Y'all let us know in the comments what y'all think about that. And again, it's so many of y'all watching. Y'all have yet to hit the like button. Maybe y'all did on YouTube, but I don't see it on Facebook. If you're watching on Facebook, hit the like button so I can visually see it, because Facebook be doing that. They show you that. And drop a comment as well. All right, so let's move on, man. Now, this was very interesting, and this is why I had to specially request CJ to be on this show, because I knew CJ was going to give me a good talk with this, whether it's we debating about to tear each other's heads off or we're going to be agreeing. But Nelly, would you consider Nelly a legend?
Oh my God, that's a strong word. He's second ballot Hall of Famer.
Second ballot Hall of Famer. So
yeah, he ain't getting in that first go round.
So he's not a legend.
But but the second go round, he'll get inducted in there. He'll be in there.
Wow. Y'all let me know because CJ just said Nelly's not a legend. Do y'all consider Nelly a legend? I'm not gonna give my take on it yet. I'll ask you about that after. Remind me after we get off of this.
Okay.
So Nelly said that his era was the toughest era in rap. Now he's talking about the 2000, the year 2000, all the way to 2010. Now I got the video of when he said this. This short, real quick. This is fair use, by the way. Fair use. Let's see what Nelly had to say.
Coming from the Lou, did you ever have chip on your shoulder because everything was LA, New York? We always talk about that with the Midwest, man. Like,
goddamn right.
Yeah.
Goddamn right. But you got to understand, my era of music was the toughest era in hip hop ever. Ever. When I put out songs, I had to go against DMX,
Eminem,
Jay-Z, Eminem, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent, Luda. All of us are fighting for one spot. So from 99 to like 2008, 10, it's the hardest era ever to get records.
All right. So y'all heard that. Nelly stood on 10 toes, said it with his chest, the hardest ever. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, CJ, let it rip. What you think about that?
He was on to something until he mentioned all the way up to 2010. Because let's be very clear. Nelly's run ended in 03.
Give him 04. Give him 04. 04
was Sweatsuit.
Sweatsuit.
Okay, fine. I'll give him 04. 2000 to 04, the end.
Maybe 05 because of Grills. Grills was a big hit. Come on, officially.
05 is the max.
Max.
That's the best I'm gonna give him.
05. All right.
So I will say that era was top heavy. It was top heavy because if you look at the stars now, we say the same three.
Yeah.
We say Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake, and everybody else. Everybody he named was platinum out the gate every time, and you could possibly throw Ja Rule in there if you want
to. Absolutely.
It was some stars. And hell, even Pac was still going platinum in the early 2000s, dude.
Biggie too. Biggie, the Biggie duets,
all of that. This shit still did numbers, bro. So he had to go against niggas that weren't alive and people that were getting beat. So he's right about that. I will say, if he would have said from 2000 to 2005, okay, cool. Trying to slide in 08, 09, 2010 was nasty. But I'll give him props. It was top heavy in 2000, 2005 because everybody name was doing numbers. Everybody. Yeah. Those were stars. DMX was a household name. Eminem, obviously. Jay, obviously. Those were household names. Now, Wayne, it might have been a little early for Wayne in terms of how we know Wayne to be.
That's what threw me off of that. Keep going.
That was a little early, but everybody else, he could have just swapped him out for Ja Rule if you really wanted to. And that would have been on point. Now, he right. And then T.I. came, T.I. blew up around 04, 05-ish. The competition was thick. So that's a fair point. I will give it to him. We're just going to cut it from 2000, 2005.
Okay. My take on it, even though you don't want to count the later 2000s, I would have to throw Wayne in. If he's mentioning Wayne, we have to include the later 2000s for sure. Jay-Z was still going strong. Nas was still out there.
True.
Lil Wayne's prominence, you know what I'm saying? Now Nelly fell off, but
absolutely,
if you're talking about 2000 to 2010, and that's right before the new generation kind of came in, before ASAP Mob, before Drake. Well, Drake came in 09,
2010,
but
we didn't know what it was going to be though.
Yeah, exactly. But before that whole wave, and then you got to remember Jeezy came out in fucking 05.
Kanye.
Yeah, exactly. So thing is, I feel him. Now, the reason I wanted to discuss it was because B-High, shout out to B-High ATL, him and Wicked were talking about it. And Wicked tried to make the argument that Nelly don't know what he talking about. The 90s was the toughest era in rap. He said the 90s because he named Tupac, Outkast, Nas. He was like, all of the people he was naming, a lot of them got their start in the 90s, right? Now let's think about it. Let's look at, we talking about Wu-Tang, we talking about Bone Thugs, we talking about Eminem came out in the 90s, like late 90s. Snoop, Master P, all that. Now, this is my argument for you, Wick. I hear what Wick is saying, but and Tupac was alive, all that, right? Hip hop wasn't as commercial as it was in the 2000s to where niggas was going platinum off the gate, out the gate. Like you said, now, I mean, I get it. Tupac was a household name in 96. You know,
absolutely.
Biggie, Bone were going quadruple platinum. However, they set up the playing field for the 2000s to come when there was started to be endorsement deals. Hip hop had made more money than ever. You know what I'm saying? At that particular point, the 90s set up the 2000s, but you got niggas going platinum, like 50 Cent and Eminem were going platinum before they could even damn drop the album. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent was a superstar household name before the album dropped. You know what I'm saying? That's when beefs really helped create album sales. That's when the sales battle happened between 50 Cent and Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Competition. That was the first time you heard really about sales battles. Who was selling I think at that time in the 90s, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you're a little older than me. So there wasn't that many niggas besides like Tupac and a couple other people who bragged about, hey, we're going quadruple platinum, in the 90s.
Right.
It was a thing. But in the 2000s, your whole thing was SoundScan, what your position was. Like, it was more of a business in the 2000s. And like I said, man, you would even want to switch up your release date. You know what I'm saying? Niggas didn't care about release dates and shit back then. If Bone and Tupac dropped the album, it wasn't no competition to see who was going to sell the most. It was just about, we drop it right now. It may not have a high first week, but the shit is going to sell 6 million records later and some stuff like that. So I think the 2000s was the toughest era from what Nelly was talking about. The early 2000s up until 2010, because it was a lot of competition. And he was talking about the A team. Let's talk about the B team, CJ. Jadakiss, Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All of them were throwing up numbers.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
And and I looked at it at that time with rap. It was compared to WWE. You had the heavyweights, then you had the Intercontinental US champions, right? Jadakiss, Fabulous, those are like the Intercontinental US. And I feel like Lil Wayne was even at that point, you know what I'm saying, until he blew up. T.I. was at that point. You know what I'm saying? But even at that level, niggas is going platinum, at least 1 million.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the thing. When Wicked talks about the 90s and he's like, man, Outkast and Goody Mob and all that, yes, for sure. They were dope. Were they vying for the #1 spot in the 90s, bro? Were they?
No.
Like, no, bro. They weren't. They were dope for sure. They weren't vying for the #1 spot. Nigga Jay wasn't vying for the #1 spot in the 90s. Nobody bought Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's what. So you can't say that there was competition in terms of talent, but in terms of household names, who's going to get this number? Who's the king of this shit right now? It's more names in the early 2000s, bro. I ain't gonna hold.
Yeah, it was a plethora of artists, and that was the golden era. And I'm not taking it with none, because that's my favorite era. But the 2000s get slept on because I'm talking about R&B, rock, like that 2000, 2001, 2, 3.
Yeah,
that was a great ass time in music before streams and all that. And like it was heavyweights everywhere. I remember somebody was dropping like No Limit. It was like No Limit all over again because Fabulous dropping this month. The same month Jadakiss dropping, the same month Ludacris dropping. You look at every other Tuesday, it was a big name dropping.
Yep, Yeah, bro, it was back to back to back. But then you had like the rise of Rockefeller. So like you said, that B team is Beanie Siegel. There's cats like that everybody's looking forward to.
Dipset was coming up, man. Like, come on, man. Then Lloyd Banks, because 50 was the heavyweight. Then he go Young Buck. Here go Lloyd Banks. Here go The Game. Come on, man. And you like niggas were moving their release dates. Oh shit, Jadakiss about to drop. I gotta move my because I want to make sure I get a position on there.
I think the 2000s. I think Vince Staples might have said this. I think he said the 2000s giving the 90s a run for its money, like the early 2000s, and he kind of got roasted for that. But on the low, 2000s was kind of. Hey, we naming off we naming off a lot of people's favorite rappers right now that made their name in the 2000s.
Yes, like In the Club came out 20 years ago, but it still goes. There were classics being made in the early 2000s. Like, and I'm talking about timeless. Now, don't get me wrong, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick, a lot of they got classic songs,
absolutely
question. But the massive singles, a lot of them motherfuckers were being made. You had Pharrell in the Neptunes, and Timbaland was in his bag. Like, bro, you had Swizz Beatz, Missy, everybody out at that time. You remember during that time also the producers were just as big as the damn rappers.
Lil Jon,
like it
JD,
Jay-Z featuring Nas. Now it was Jay-Z's album produced by Timbaland, or you know, this song produced. Like it used to be that point. Like it would be an independent artist album that's dropping, and they say, well, his first single is produced by Lil Jon, and that made niggas want to go buy the record.
100%.
So, man, that early 2000s was a different beast. Now the 90s, of course, I say is the golden era, my favorite era. But also, I got to look at the 2000s because that's when I was growing up. I was a kid in the 90s
for sure,
but I was going to the store buying shit was in the 2000s.
Let's be honest, Tupac and Biggie make the 90s though. Like that they're the two anchors they're weighing the 90s down. Like because those are arguably two of the greatest. And then Nas and Jay, even though they weren't fully formed, that helps. But those are literally everybody. Those are on everybody's top 5. It's
Snoop and Dre, like
that too. No, nothing for sure.
Death Row, like Death Row, like the record labels, like there was like shout out to Rockefeller, shout out to all those other labels in the 2000s. But synonymous with hip hop culture, you're going to think of Death Row, you're gonna think of Bad Boy, and No Limit Records,
Cash Money.
Suave.
If you want to go, we can go B-side, Suave House. We can go Rap
the B Team, Suave House, Ruthless, bro. Like that was so it was so much there.
Different.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then just the game shifted, like Wu-Tang. Like, come on, man. You just had Mobb Deep. Like you come on, man. Like the colossal figures were the 90s. The 2000s was the birth of what
the star.
The
star, bro.
The star power. Like it was insane. You know, and to be fair, Outkast were there at their peak in the 2000s.
That's true. That's more competition.
Yeah.
That's when they were doing Diamond and shit.
Right. In the 2000s, right? You know, like to be fair, when I was growing up, like Outkast was, I mean, they were out, but they weren't like on a massive level like they were in the 2000s. Like when Sorry Miss Jackson and all that shit came out, that shit was out of here. But Elevators was dope, but it wasn't like the whole world was singing the shit.
Yeah, no.
Like, come on, hey y'all.
If you know type.
Yeah. That's what they were at first. Their rise came more so in the 2000s stuff.
Facts.
You know, and then also 3 6 Mafia. We can't forget them coming out in the damn 90s. You know what I'm saying? But they popped off. Their biggest peak was in the 2000s.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, shout out to the 2000s, but I agree with Nelly on that one. He wasn't capping, you know what I'm saying? Now you say he's not a legend. Why is Nelly not a legend?
His run was too short, bro. He let me say his run was short, but his impact was pretty great during the time. It's just that his run was too short. Let's keep it a buck. No, did people really? How much is his talent and his skill set respected in hip hop when people go, man, my favorite artist is Nelly? Like, nobody really says that.
Yeah.
We respect it. Was it catchy? For sure. He had a moment. He definitely put St. Louis on the map without question. That's cool, but nobody really took him that seriously, though. Really.
The after effect. Yeah. At first, like when he was there living in the moment, Nelly was the shit. I want to be like
that. Yeah, he was huge. But bro, you didn't get no Vocal sweatsuit, bro. Like you ain't getting.
I had the Vocal sweatpants. Yes, I did.
Wait, hold on. I might have had the hoodie. I ain't gonna. I might have had the velour joint.
Come on, man. Now Nelly was on another, but I feel what you're saying. Like
I might have had the velour joint. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, Nelly was impactful, but
true, he was.
Put it like this:
he was in nobody's top 5, bro. Nobody said Nelly's in my top 5. No one said that, fam.
Yeah, but after, I think what it was is that after Nellyville or Sweatsuit, whatever the case may be, I never wanted to hear another Nelly. I wasn't like, man, Nelly need to drop something. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, and then Ja Rule, nah. But after a while, I wanted to hear like Nas. Nas came out in the 90s. I still will listen to a Nas album. Nelly don't even sound right no more. He just put out a joint with JD and Ashanti, and that shit was ass, bro.
Yeah, like, there you go. His shit didn't age the best, and it expired quickly.
His style did. His music still goes, but the style of what he did. Yeah, okay.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right, y'all. So shout out to Nelly, man. Let's go ahead and dive into something else. Now, Kanye has a #1 song in the country, and it is called Carnival. Now, I should say, my apologies, Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign off the Vultures. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because, for one, he's independent. This is an independent release, right? For two, he proved the white man wrong. DJ Vlad told academics some months ago that he didn't see at this point in his career, like this is after all the Jewish rants and all this other stuff, anti-Semitic rants. He didn't think that Kanye could ever snag another #1 song. And boy, oh boy. See, academics, what he was telling them was that, bro, a #1 single of today isn't like a #1 single 20 years ago. #1 singles back then was pure sales and radio, sales and radio popularity. Now it's popularity and streams. So these #1s of today are hot for the moment. That's why they're #1. Like Megan Thee Stallion's Hiss came out. That shit was #1, and then it dropped the next week. It dropped down to like 16, and then after that, it dropped to like 28 or something. And I don't even know where the hell it's at now. But true #1 singles, academics was trying to tell them, like, look, I think it was Gunna's single at the time. He was like, Gunna's single, Fuck You Mean, climbed up the charts. So even if it reaches #1, or if it did reach #1, it's not gonna gradually drop to number 20. It's gonna slowly go down. It's #1 here. Okay, next week is gonna be number 5. Next week it'll be in the top 10, you know, and then still in the top 20. So but yeah, man, Carnival is #1. I think I heard the song. I can't remember because I listened to vote. Honestly, Kanye be doing so much shit, man. I don't be knowing if the album is out or not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm glad that he proved Vlad wrong, and I saw him going on a rant, calling out Drake, Adidas, trying to stop him. And this is a big deal since he is independent. This man outsold Usher, which I knew he was, but he outsold Usher, and Usher performed at the damn Super Bowl. But anyway, what are your thoughts on it?
I'm a big Kanye fan, huge Kanye apologist. I'm not gonna lie. He makes it hard to root for him sometimes, but right now he's back on his people's champ shit. Being independent, you know, back up against the wall. The record is solid. I like this song though. The song is pretty dope. The record is okay. It's not all that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But I can understand where Vlad was coming from. Do you know when Kanye's last #1 song was, bro?
I mean, wasn't Stronger than or
Heartless? 2007, Stronger.
Yeah.
Do you know how long ago 2007 was, bro?
I graduated high school in 2007, so that shows.
What I'm saying? A lot has happened since then,
right?
So I can understand someone saying it from that perspective. Now I don't know if that was the direction he was going in, or if he was just talking to cancellation and all that shit. But if he'd have been like, "Yo, he hasn't had #1 since 07," then you have a point.
That's what he said though.
Okay.
In conclusion, I mean, in inclusion with everything else, like the anti-Semitic, he was just like, it takes popularity and all this other stuff. But academics kept telling him, he was like, look, man, Kanye is Kanye. And with how streaming and stuff is nowadays, you could go number one. Now he said, I'm not gonna say that it's going to be a certified hit record, but
right.
Drake and SZA drop, that was a number one record. Whatever, the Slime You Out or whatever. Yeah. But nobody, shit, I never played that nowhere. Like, it's just that it was Drake, and he was like, Drake, when Drake drops an album, Nicki Minaj drops an album, they're gonna occupy the first 40 spots of the damn.
For sure, because they're just getting spins.
Yeah, it just spins and streams. The fact that you calculate in streams now, that's all you really need for a number one record. So number one records aren't like what they used to be. Now it's a pure who streamed my album popularity contest versus is this an actual good record? So
that's true. And Kanye's popular despite the controversy. So what I thought it was interesting was his plan to drop this Vultures too, though. He's talking about doing it straight off he's thinking about taking it away from the streaming sites and just doing it for $20 straight to consumer, which is extremely interesting because we all know they don't get nothing off the streams. Like that's just couch money, couch change. So he's trying to disrupt the system that way, which will be very interesting. And I'm surprised no one has done it up until this point. I'm gonna be honest, when Beyonce dropped her album out of the blue that time and spent no money on promotion, and Twitter gave her about $1 trillion worth of promotion because everybody was sharing it. Oh my God, look what dropped. And we saw the effects of how that worked. I thought then somebody was gonna come out with the app. And this is if you want my album, it's on this app.
Right.
And I got a couple videos on here that's only gonna be on here. I drop a couple Lucy's on here. I drop a couple clips of me in the studio every so often. It's $5 a month. If you want my album, it's on here. I thought that's what was coming. I believe that's what Kanye's working on literally as we speak.
Well, he already kind of did it with the stem player, though, right?
He tried it with the stem player for sure. Yeah, but I think, and that may be step one. You know what I mean?
Prerequisite to what's coming, and
I think an app is coming, bro. I do.
Yeah, because he low key already did it too with Vultures. I think it was his play to take it off of streaming platforms and put it back on there. I think that was just for him testing the waters because he ended up selling it, and I noticed it because I'm like, man, what streaming platform will really? I don't give a fuck anti-Semitic or not. It's money. It's Kanye dropping a fucking album.
Yeah.
And we know, regardless, whatever it is, it's about money and capitalism. You know what I'm saying? Now, that doesn't overdo racism, but they're going to make money off niggas. So why would they take it down? You know what I'm saying? They try to sabotage them. That's more money for them. That's stupid as hell. You know what I'm saying? So true. I think personally, since he's independent, he like how he did that play on the Super Bowl with the Super Bowl commercial and they ended up getting millions, like
with the iPhone commercial, with the iPhone video.
I think he did this and tested the waters, saw what he liked, and said, you know what, Vultures 2, we're gonna sell for $20. He's taking it back, and if anybody is going to do it, Kanye is the best person to do it.
But look, I like this though, because you have to get innovative when the resources aren't what they used to be. So he's independent. That independent grind is different. I know he's trying to make it look easy, but this nigga ain't slept in months. He's over in this country doing a Vulture show, and the next day he in this state, and next day he in another country. He is working like clearly. So and that's what it takes. But if it, like you said, if there was anybody that can do it, it's him. I'm very interested to see how this plays out. I think by Vultures 3, it's going to be it's not going to be on streaming sites. I honestly think so.
And just based off of what he is doing, I would support it because I want it as an artist. Because, you know, they're trying to pass a law to where we as artists get 1 cent per stream instead of not even a penny.
Right. It's a fraction of it. So it's like 0.0003, I think.
Yeah. But I think that if Kanye and others got off of these labels, and you have to have popularity, because I'm not gonna hold you got to have popularity. But if you got off of that and said, fuck that streaming shit, I'm the plug, I do this music, and my fans, I'm gonna sell it for $20 a pop. That'll make everybody rich, and a lot of people more richer than you ever could be. This is if you want money and control. You know what I'm saying? But because at the end of the day, they're still gonna have more money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
right.
Most people do it for the fame and attention. Think about it. When I do my music, right, it has to sound good for me first. It's therapy for me. You know what I'm saying? Now I do want the money, of course, you know what I'm saying? But I love performing and I love when others like my shit because it makes me feel good. So at the end of the day, that's what we do it for. But everybody wants that attention. So when you see somebody rapping, because more than likely it's going to be a major artist on your TV, on your smartphone now. So you're going to aspire to be a Drake. You're going to aspire to be a Cardi B. You're going to aspire to be a Megan Thee Stallion, all that shit. Yeah. So I don't think that will go anywhere. But if you got 5 people who are big time artists that take matters into their own hands, like Kanye, shit,
everybody's gonna follow suit, bro. All it's gonna take is one, bro. Yep. And then don't let Taylor do it. Don't let Beyonce do it. Like, don't let whoever the popping country person is. I don't even fucking know. It don't matter. But I'm telling you, if one does it, because then it'll normalize it. The same way things are normalized, we're paying $10.99 a month on our streaming sites like it ain't nothing. I don't even notice it's going every month.
Yeah.
It's normalized. At first, it was kind of like, what the fuck? And people and them not getting any money off of it is normalized. People just going with the flow now. They're like, fuck it, I got to make money someplace else. He changes the game, drops his shit for a dub, and it works because he doesn't have to do much to work to earn the same amount he's making on them streams.
Right,
bro.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Even if you get 100,000, 200,000 people, when it's $20 straight to you, it's a wrap. Who else do you have to pay? You don't have to break nobody else off.
No, that'd be nuts, bro. And then the lower level, Eric. I mean, not lower level, but like the middle class artists, like a Larry June or like a, you know what I mean? They'll start to do it. It'll be 10 or 15. And we'll be back to selling out the trunk, bro. I'm telling you, if Kanye do a pop-up, right, man? If Kanye does a pop-up right now, and he's the nigga handing the CD to you for $20, the line will be down the street.
All the way. Because it's the experience. Like, hell yeah. Like, it's the experience, and it's $20, bro.
Exactly.
And, you know what I'm saying? I buy vinyl records way more than that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
that's a gym membership, bro. That's 2 coffees at Starbucks, bro.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah. So, shout out to Kanye. I want to see how far he goes with it. Now, speaking of hip hop, right? And hip hop changing, and we're talking about changes and all this other stuff. Saigon. Now, people should know Saigon from back in like the mid 2000s.
He was fighting for that #1 spot with Nelly and 50, you know.
Right, all that stuff, right? But he had an album, the story that was never been told, greatest story never told, or some shit like that. Yeah. But anyway, Saigon was supposed to be hip hop's next prodigy, fell flat.
Yeah,
but he's criticizing Diddy. He's saying that Diddy, he's glad Diddy is getting up out of here. He's saying Diddy and his All About the Benjamins single ruined hip-hop culture. So let's read what he said. He said, this Negro Puffy flipped hip-hop culture into all about worshiping nothing but money, $signs. That's why I'm kind of glad they got his ass up out of here. Go look at the content of hip-hop music before that All About the Benjamin song. Creativity mattered. Damn, who thinks Diddy did it? I told myself years ago, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let's just stick with what he said right here. That All About the Benjamins, before All About the Benjamins, did creativity matter? CJ, let it rip on this. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, shout out to Saigon. To be fair, this is not the first time he has criticized Puff. So I don't want people to think he just rolled out of the bed and piled on to him, because that's what everybody else is doing right now.
Thanks. Yeah.
He was on Vlad 3-4 years ago and threw shots at Puff. Again, 2020, 2021-ish. So he obviously just doesn't fuck with him. Okay, cool. Get that out the way. To the point of what he was saying, I'm not going to say that that's not true, but I will say the commercialization of hip-hop was coming, bro. It was on the way. If it wasn't Puff, it was going to be one of those 15 other people we named that were knocking on the door, 99 and 2000, that brought it in. It was gaining popularity when Benjamins came out, bro. It was going to happen. I get it. People want to hold it sacred to their heart. They don't want nobody else to get to it. They don't want nobody else to get a hold of it. Fam, it was an unstoppable force. Hip-hop was a snowball that was rolling out of control. anytime you get that much attention, that many eyeballs on something, the money is going to follow in the United States of America. It is what it is. It's a capitalistic society, hate it or love it. That's what it was going to happen. So even if Puff didn't come, if All About the Benjamins never existed, nothing changes, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Nothing changes. And that song was dope as hell. The beat flip at the end with the what are you talking about? No creativity. That song was his shit. Them niggas was spitting. Like, what are you talking
Everybody was spitting on there.
Everybody snapped, bro.
I'm trying to cop those colossal size Picassos. Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
So, pick another song, man. It would have been different if you just said something a little bit more simplistic, but them niggas was spitting on that song, bro.
Well, I don't think that he was saying that the song had no creativity. I think he's saying no creativity after that because it started to be about the money. That's what I'm guessing. I'm giving him a benefit of the doubt, but that's cap because it was still we had a whole DMX movement that came right after the shiny suit era. So
that washed the shiny suit era.
Yeah, it washed it out. It washed it out. Hip hop went back street.
Exactly.
So you can't say that it was no creativity. Now, if you're talking about money talk, because I heard who else said that Diddy ruined it because he made hip hop about album sales. Somebody else said that too.
Yeah, that's been said before. I think it was Ebro or somebody of that, some personality. I just can't remember who it was.
They said that, I think it was Ebro who said something like Diddy and Bad Boy, like his whole flashy niggas wasn't talking about record sales like that until Diddy came out. You know, and I mean, be that as it may, like you were saying, because I think I saw videos of Eazy-E saying, hey, you know, NWA, we platinum. Now he wasn't, you know, and because I saw a video when Bone first came out, he was like the triple platinum album. So if you get accolades in it, Pac, you know, like it was different people saying that. Now Diddy was Diddy has a lavish lifestyle. He's always been a lavish person. He was the first person I could think about who was showing this now you had Big Daddy Kane, you had all of them with the gold chains and stuff like that. But Diddy on a massive level, he had his own label and he was all in the videos. You know what I'm saying? He was all in the shows and all. So Diddy had that image of I got money. That's why I feel like a lot of people are waiting for him to get out of here now, because you know you got a lot of haters. Because Diddy always has been on the Forbes list, always talked about, you know, one of his biggest songs are all about the Benjamins. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that helped usher in the Cash Money movement, bling bling, the jewelry, and all this other stuff, right? So I feel what you're saying. I feel like mainstream, it was gonna get to that point anyway, because hip hop, you can only go up, bro.
Right.
You know. Now,
I will say this though. Saigon, this is what we got to jump back in the time machine just a little bit. Saigon was on Entourage for a couple of episodes, and then they did a whole season of Love and Hip Hop, bro. So when you talk about the commercialization of hip hop and shit, but you're on Love and Hip Hop, which some would argue is one of the biggest culprits of the image of hip hop and all of that. There is no Love and Hip Hop without making a band, bro. Like, let's be extremely clear. So Puff opened doors in more ways than one. Like, we can't just focus on what you believe to be the negative impact.
Facts.
Like, stop, bro. Like, you got to take everything. You don't get that Love and Hip Hop bag without Puff blowing up, making a band season 2.
Absolutely.
So, you ate off of it, man. You just can't. It's hard to. He may have a personal thing against him, bro. Whatever that is, I'm not privy, but stop. Just not look at one side of the coin.
Is he talking about, I'm glad I want to get him up out of here? I'm like, nah, Puffy is a huge part of hip hop.
Now that's a legend. You talking about Nelly? No, Puff is a legend.
Absolutely. Yes, without question. Bad Boy is one of the most historic rap labels of all time.
Yep.
R&B and hip hop.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Total, Faith Evans, Mario Winans. Come on.
To this day, we just did a video of Where Are They Now, Bad Boy Records. Bad Boy from 93 to present day has dropped an album every year. They missed 2 years, 2016 and 2014. The only 2 years they didn't drop some. So that's to this day. You can't name another label that is on top of their shit like that unless you count the Def Jam, which is,
it's a parent label. It's not really, it's a hip hop label, but I get it.
Yeah, you can't. That's bro. That's something to be talked about, man. I don't know what he on now. He on some wild shit, and the accusations is wild.
Right. All that's wild, but come on, man. You can't erase Puff because Puff is so synonymous with hip hop, bro. You got to give it to him. So no, that's cap. All right, so moving out of hip hop, let's get into some other news right here. John Cena. Now, of course, we can't see John Cena. He's Mr. You Can't See Me. Shout out to John Cena. I met him and I actually had rapped with him. Freestyle. The boy can really freestyle. This is back.
Stop, bro.
No, listen, I didn't say like he can really freestyle, bro. I've seen him live do it. Like I freestyled with him before. The boy can.
That's interesting.
He can spit. Like, have you seen on his promos when he would come out and rap and freestyle off the top of the dome? That's how he came to who he is now, bro. Like, he can really spit. Like, for real, for real. He put out an album. I ain't checked out the album.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. He put out an album back in like, I want to say 05, 06, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. No, but John Cena can really, really rap. I'm not gonna hold you, you know, and you know how critical I am.
For sure.
I was blown away. Because I thought that all the shit on TV was, but we was backstage. I mean, we was outside, and I told him to freestyle. I was like, man, freestyle, man. And he was like, no, you go first. I was like, this nigga about to do it for real. So I started rapping, and he went off. Like, I kid you not. Ask my brother. My brother
lost to John Cena in a battle, is what you're saying.
No, I didn't have a freestyle battle. I freestyled with John Cena. He don't want to see me in no freestyle battle. But anyway. But let's talk about this, man. Now, he appeared at the Oscars and presented an award, butt ass naked. Well, he had a sign that covered his genitalia, right? But man, I saw a whole bunch of backlash and the whole Hollywood ritual. Did John Cena go through and it's funny, Frank D. Y'all would comment at all these people watching. Y'all would comment when I'm talking about John Cena getting naked.
You getting washed by John Cena in a rap battle. That's crazy.
But you said John will give you the blues, nigga. Please. But look, so people were talking about, was this a Hollywood ritual? Because why on earth would John Cena be presenting an award butt naked, and then they put him in some type of Greek or some type of attire that
it was like a curtain, bro. They just threw over top of him.
A curtain, yeah. It was very weird. It was awkward, and I saw nothing but a negative. And I'm talking about from white folks and black folks.
Yeah,
so much. Let me show you what this guy said. Let me see, where is he at? His name is of course, y'all know Andrew Tate.
Oh yeah,
Andrew Tate had this to say about it. Check this out. Fair use.
I want to make something clear. I was saying this morning on Twitter how John Cena yesterday at the Oscars was doing his humiliation ritual to satisfy his gay paymasters. And everybody's saying, oh, maybe he's just promoting a movie. Maybe. Let me tell you something. I don't care what movie I'm in. You could not convince me to do that. You cannot convince me to do anything fruity or weird. It doesn't matter what movie I'm in because there's no need. I can promote it other ways. I won't do it because my principles are too strong. So to say he's only promoting a movie is still agreeing with me. You're saying he's promoting his movie for money because he sold a soul to his gay paymaster.
Well, he was pretending to be an OnlyFans guy.
Oh, goodness. You know, and for those who want to see this picture, this was John Cena right here. You know, very awkward.
The Birkenstocks.
He was presenting the costume design award. And yeah, man, it was rubbing people the wrong way, but some people were like, what if he was having fun, and what if he had chose to do it? And I'm not finna be like these Illuminati people, whatever. I do believe in conspiracies, and I do believe, because I go ahead and say it because just me as a black person, I always have to, be on my P's and Q's. But it was interesting seeing John Cena do this. And we know what goes on in Hollywood when it comes to black people, the men in dresses and all this other stuff. But people were saying like this was just so awkward, and it had to be something behind it versus he just wanted to be funny going out there ass naked presenting an award. What was the purpose of it? Nobody's been able to really say what the purpose. I get his costume, and you can't see me, but why the hell would I not have nothing on? You know what I'm saying? You said a man can be comfortable. Sounds like a hater. Okay, but anyway, CJ, what you think about that? Was this a Hollywood ritual that he was going through? An embarrassment?
Fam, first of all, if you look up John Cena's net worth today, before the Oscars, it's $80 million, bro. He's a part of not one but $2 billion movie franchises, bro. There's only like 5. He's already in 2 of them. So I don't know what this if he's doing a ritual Nigga, to what? Be an Avatar? He couldn't get into Avatar. They let him into Transformers and they let him into Fast and Furious. But that's where the buck stopped, nigga. You got to get ass naked so you can get in Avatar, bro. We got to take the tinfoil hats off just for a second.
This could be a thing to keep him in there. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be.
I'm already in it. What are you talking about, bro?
You gotta be able. Okay, so let me ask you this.
No, man. No.
If you do something to get on top, right? Because we don't know what goes behind the scenes.
Absolutely not. For sure.
We don't know what goes behind the scenes. So could this have been a thing? Because I'm saying white folks are calling it out. Like, because usually, I mean, you know, and I see black folks talk about Illuminati a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when the white folks were saying this, because that's who I kept seeing say it. And I was like, damn, because honestly, that's a part of their culture. You know what I'm saying? Like historically. So it just seems to me now, was this a prank, a joke, whatever? It was very awkward. I just don't, me personally, I don't think the man just went out there just to be goofy.
Bram, have you watched any of his content lately, bro?
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Have you seen Peacemaker? He's goofy, bro.
He's goofy, but he's been wearing dress. He's been doing a lot of fruity, bussified stuff lately. So listen, I don't know, man.
This seems about white, bro. Have you ever been to a frat house, nigga, on a Tuesday night in Knoxville at UT, my nigga? Like, they do silly shit like this all the fucking time with no cameras and no Oscars.
But that's what I was saying. Like, this is a part of their culture. That's the other side. I said,
that's what I'm saying.
This is a part of their culture. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't surprise. The only surprising part was that it was at the Oscars, like presenting an award. It just looked unwarranted. Like, maybe if it was at the MTV Awards, I would be feeling a little different.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, stuff like that in that realm.
This is where we're at, bro. Even the Oscars aren't pulling any shorts to get attention. They need the clicks just like the MTV Awards need the clicks. Mm-hmm. And everything is for clicks. It's attention. Attention is currency. That's all these things are about. Like, I'm here for a good conspiracy theory, just like the next person. But I miss the days when conspiracy theories would unfold over time after we saw the results from said incident. Nowadays, people don't wait 20 years to come up with the conspiracy. They wait 20 seconds. That is where you lose me. We do not have the answers as it's live, nigga. Andrew Tate doesn't know. No one knows in real time. Oh, this is a conspiracy. Bro, stop. Relax, bro. Like, relax. At least let it unfold. Let John Cena get voted in as president next year before you start saying that this is a ritual. Then you can say something. But up until this point, he's already successful. He's been acting for 20 years, literally. His first role was in 2000. He has been successful in Hollywood for 20 years, and now they told him to do something.
He hadn't been successful in Hollywood for 20 years.
He hasn't been successful. Okay, that's fair. He didn't really pop off till probably about 2010, 2015.
Right.
To be fair.
Because he was criticizing The Rock. They had a feud in 2012. And he was criticizing The Rock on screen and off screen. And he had to apologize because later on
they worked.
He had to go into it. And he even said recently in an interview, man, I feel so I apologize to Dwayne, because dude was calling The Rock out, like I'm saying, on live TV, saying, hey, you know, you sold out to Hollywood. And then look what he's doing now.
Yeah, and then a lot of people were like, man, look, he's embarrassing himself. And then, bro, the nigga 250 jacked, bro, with the six-pack on. Like, bro, nobody, that's not embarrassing yourself. My ass up there, butt ass naked, is embarrassing myself.
I think still, like, come on, man, being at the Oscars, walking out, I don't care if I'm jacked, I still would feel like that.
He's acting, bro. That was acting. He doesn't give a shit.
It was unwarranted, because I'm just like, okay, what was? I just want to know, for me, what was the significance of it? Attention. I know it's funny, but again, okay, so it's attention, but to what? Usually, your attention is to. I mean, yeah. So we got clicks to see it. So that's it. It just clicks.
Yes, nigga. They need sponsors next year. What are you talking about?
How would you get sponsors for a nigga that's naked, a white man?
You got numbers. Look at these impressions. You want to get next to this? This is how much it costs. That's how it works. That's how marketing works, dude. That's why the Super Bowl ads cost so goddamn much. It ain't no different.
I get that. I just think that they could have did it a different way. I think that it's something else that could be involved with it. I'm not saying it's a Hollywood ritual, but that's the first thing. I looked at that like, what the hell? Like, it just was
This sounds about white, dude. Like, have y'all watched any of these white rom-coms, bro? Like, they do. Have you seen American Pie? Like, what are we talking about?
But at the Oscars, though, I think that's the only thing that's just kind of.
I understand, because that's a black tie that's usually known for being buttoned up, but those days have been long gone ever since the slap, though. Anything can happen now at the Oscars.
Thanks to Will Smith with that, he brought a lot of eyes, so
anything can happen.
Yeah, and I guess they had to. The Oscars liked the attention, even though it was bad attention. So why not keep it going? Maybe So
of course, and Eazy-E said it. You already referenced him. Any pub is good pub.
Yeah, he did say that back in the day. Shout out to the godfather of gangster rap, Eazy-E. Speaking of the Oscars, somebody else who was at the Oscars that I did not mind seeing, and I wish she would have been naked, was Sierra. Sierra was looking thicker than a Snicker. Oh my God! Did you see her?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
And that's not photoshopped.
It is not. Everybody thought it was, but look at this. Bro, this ass right here look like a Krispy Kreme donut. You see that? You can see the glare glistening from that ass right there. Like, and see, the thing I like about this ass is that it's a mature, mama, grown adult ass. Like that natural, no BBL.
Right.
Like,
it's homegrown.
Homegrown. There you go. You took the words out of my mouth. It's a nice homegrown ass.
Like a tomato, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I said, look with that brown on, it looked like a donut. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love a good homegrown ass. Those are one of my favorite asses, because different asses have groups. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But this one right here is that.
This is how much we missed that. This is like Erykah Badu. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we first saw that, we were like, whoa. Like we missed those days because everything is all prosthetics.
Right, but it takes levels to do it because she didn't have 3 kids. I've never seen her look like this before. No. But when we say thick, right? Because she'll probably look at herself, because women, after they have kids, they want to get a mommy makeover. No. This is perfect because this making niggas like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Ladies, and if any of my ladies are watching, because I'm sure somebody's watching, all these people watching right now. This is what men prefer. We prefer. This is a perfect example of a natural ass. Okay. It ain't no BBL right here at all. So much that people had to say it was Photoshop, but it don't look like a BBL. That shit just looked like a nice homegrown. Everybody was, oh yeah, she had kids. But that's what men want, man. Like,
but everybody's not blessed to have those results.
Exactly.
It could go the other way.
Preferably. Yeah, that's what we talk about right there.
Yeah. Have you ever wondered? For sure.
Yeah, because that's what catches my attention. See, that's what gets you wiped up. Bodies like that, to where we can wake up to it and don't have to worry about it falling off or any cartilage or anything getting up out of there. You know what I'm saying? We smack it and it don't stay still. We want that. I can tell you, I want it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. So
I won't disagree.
Yeah, but shout out to those babies she had. I don't know whether to get a shout out to Russell Wilson, because Russell been putting in work, but hey man, I'm a fan of that Sierra. Like, she had my attention. I was like, God damn. Now her face is still a little, masculine for me, but
Nah, Sierra nice looking, bro. Nah, Sierra straight.
She always had that kind of like, you remember those rumors, and
oh yeah, back in the day. That's because she's tall. She's 5'10".
Yeah,
people had rumors that you in Atlanta. Okay,
and I don't know. I've never been able to shake that from her face, but no, she do look nice. She do look nice.
She need to be modeling. I would argue she needs to model more than she does need to make records.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. I like that record she put out with Chris Brown last summer.
That shit was hard. The video was dope too.
As a mother,
yeah, the video was dope as hell.
Dope. Yeah, how we rolled. That was
hard for sure.
Yeah. So shout out to Sierra. I just had to give you your flowers, Queen, because you are a queen, definitely.
Absolutely.
Like, shout out to you, Sierra. All right, couple of more topics, man. We got Shannon Sharpe. Now, I didn't talk about this, but I heard Charlemagne and Jess Hilarious talk about this the other day, and I asked my homeboy, shout out to Coop, what he thought about it, and I think I asked PM. I don't know if I sent this to you too, but yeah, Shannon Sharpe said that he made more money off of the Cat Williams one interview than he did in an entire year he made in the NFL.
Yep.
Now, everybody looked up pretty much what he made roughly as the highest amount. It said he made $5 million.
Yep.
So Charlemagne and Jess was like, I wonder how. Like, I don't see it. Like, I'm not mad at him for if he did make that, whatever, but you didn't get that from YouTube ads. You know what I'm saying?
No.
YouTube revenue. Even Vlad had a interview with Michael Blackson. You know, he throws out those different parts. And Vlad was like, no, there's no way he got millions. Because Michael Blackson, I'm sure he got millions of dollars. He said millions. Like, no, you don't know how YouTube work? Like, hundreds of thousands, of course.
For sure. Yeah, you can run that. Yeah.
Yeah, but how YouTube revenue, bro, for you to get $5 million from one interview, you know how many views you would have to get, bro?
Yeah, it's billions.
Yeah. Billions. So yeah, he said that when he was with Ocho Cinco, because you know they have their Nightcap podcast where they talk about stuff. And in the rant, he was braggadocious about that, saying he made more. But it was in the midst of him addressing his haters because of the olive green outfit that he wore, looking like Miss Netta getting out that car. So if you ask me, CJ, I think he's capping about how much. Now, if he's talking about maybe his liquor sales that came from there, something like that, maybe something else was involved in that. You can't tell me, even though you dissected it up in different segments, I know you didn't get no damn not even close to $5 million off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he was in his feelings and his emotions because he's not able to handle the jokes and the memes. Because when he was with Skip Bayless, the only memes you saw was like funny, like positive memes from him. You know what I'm saying? With the Black and Mild, him supporting LeBron James, him making them faces and stuff. Skip Bayless was the butt of the jokes because nobody liked Skip. But now, Shannon, you're Wendy Williams, bro. I'm not trying to say that you're a woman, but
right.
Wendy Williams of 2024. You get that mess, that gossip. Now everybody comes to Club Shay Shay, and that's already a funny name.
Yeah.
Everybody comes to Club Shay Shay now to air out their grievances. You know, and when that messy gossip stuff happens, you got to be able to deal with the jokes because your popularity is on 10 now.
Of course.
See, we used to just make fun of your accent. You know what I'm saying? Now we get to see your tight ass clothes because on Skip Bayless show with Undisputed, all you wore was the suits. The button downs. Now, nigga, you wearing what your stylist put you on. You know what I'm saying? Like everyday wear, which is gonna be the tight Lacoste jumpsuits and all that other shit. So yeah, do you think he's capping about making more than $5 million off of one interview?
Yeah, he was talking big shit. He said, "Whatever you think I made, triple it." Now, if you look at the video, it's the full episode has done 61 million views. It's a 2 hour and 46-minute episode. You can throw a lot of ads in there.
True.
A lot. Now, if you look at the clips that he's put out, if you add all of those up, that's probably another 10 million to throw on top of that. Now, the most important part is the first link that's in his description in that Cat Williams video is the liquor. It's the first link. It's right at the top. Hey, buy whatever the fuck is called so-and-so, so-and-so. It's right there. Buy Laportier. Nigga, the description, it don't even say nothing about the episode. The first thing is buy Laportier, nigga.
Right.
So he's talking about that too. Let's be clear. It's all inclusive, in my opinion. It's the AdSense, which he did see, but he did say the check just came in. And so that episode came out January 3rd. So YouTube is about a month behind when it does the payouts.
Yeah.
So he did specify the check came in. I'm looking at it. It's more than what y'all think. It's 3 times whatever y'all think. So the way he spoke about it was that he was only referring to the video, but that's very hard to believe. Although, please believe, with a 2.5 hour video, that's a lot of ads, and the 60 million views is insane. That check was nice.
Yeah,
very nice. Just off the AdSense, it was very nice, nigga.
Absolutely.
Let's be clear.
Absolutely.
$5-6 million worth of nice is a stretch.
Way much of a stretch. Because I'm, he could have
$1 million though.
Yeah, $1 million.
Of it.
Yeah, the most off of that maybe, and I'm including the 10 million that he got from those clips.
Yeah,
maybe 2 at the most.
Maybe, and that ain't nothing to sneeze at. We're only looking at it because he gassed it up.
And that's
$2 million off a video is insane.
Insane, bro. 500,000 off of a video. That's $500,000 off of content, like one video. No, that's amazing.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
and to be fair too, that brought traffic to his channel. So we don't know what other views and residual views his other videos got. We need to look at his channel for that month.
But
that's what he's counting.
Okay,
now that's an extra.
Yeah, that's extra too.
Yeah.
I think he's still, you know what? I think he's still capping just because he was my haters, you know, and he said 3 times that. And when you on a roll, you just gonna keep going because anytime you get talked about, you know, the biggest form of defeat is when niggas start talking about their money. Like when I'm talking about you and you talking about my money, and nobody was hating on you, Shannon. They just, you know what the hell you put on.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas was just making jokes. That's it. I don't think nobody's hating. Everybody loved the Club Shay Shay shit. You know, so that's what I think that it is. But shout out to him though. I think he made some decent, like some.
Oh no, listen. He said it was gonna break the internet when he came out. It did just that, and when everybody responded to it, it just added. It was a tornado, perfect storm. He'll never see that much money on the video ever again.
Yeah,
the lightning not striking twice. So the bag was stupid. Very clear.
So never again. You don't think nobody else come on there? He could get
60 million, bro. That was just one of them situations where it just the moment.
You're right.
It's insane. You don't get that many views on a. Now, if he modeled his platform using this strategy, where people where a Monique can come on, where a Dame Dash maybe could come on, or where
Dame Dash already did, and it wasn't doing that.
See. That's what I'm saying. So, but that's only because Dame Dash has been talking a lot within the last year or two. If Dame Dash had been quiet these last 2 or 3 years and he popped out on a Shay Shay and aired out all the shit he's been doing, it would go down. That might do some damage. But
he talk all the time. Yeah, you got to get somebody that don't do interviews like that to come out and just lay it out that people give a fuck about.
That right. So maybe a Kanye, maybe
60 million. Kanye talk too much.
That's true.
Yeah,
because you have to do it to where you're talking about enough people that they respond and bring more light to it. That's what did it.
Yeah, exactly. Kanye, people write him off as crazy. And he already been on Drink Champs, and his interviews were 2 hours. He did 2.
Let's see what that Drink Champs did.
Yeah,
what you think that Drink Champs did with Kanye?
It probably did like no more than 1 million.
What?
What did it do? 1 to 10 million? He ain't do no 20.
He did 12.
Okay, I know it wasn't. I knew it wasn't nowhere near.
60 is wild. Remember how hot that interview was, bro?
Hell, the Birdman Breakfast Club interview. I think that only did 30. I think 30 million, 35 million.
Let's see. Hold on, because that's 22 million.
20 shit. Yeah, so
nigga did 3 times that, bro.
3 times. But like you said,
Birdman video's 2 minutes and 27 seconds.
This was a 2-hour, and I think you know what? I think it's the dynamic of who it was, like Cat Williams, and it felt like a damn near therapy session as well. It was just something like you said. I could see what you're saying. Lightning ain't striking again. It would have to be somebody who don't talk a lot, who people would give a fuck about, and you know, is that
Monique did 14.
I mean, those are great numbers, though.
Oh, no, these are fantastic numbers.
Those are His channel is lit. Like, you know,
for sure, it's popping.
Because you know, it's hard as fuck for something not music related, straight content to get that many views. He get more views in the Breakfast Club on the regular.
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. When you click on the Monique episode, the first thing that pops up in the description is the description of the episode. It ain't the link to the drink. The link to the drink is the first thing that pops up on the Cat Williams.
You know what? That's what he did. He saw that shit. Like, okay, let me put that shit right there. Yep. Smart. So yeah,
I am not knocking any of this. He should have put it at the top of the damn Monique. He need to put it at the top of all of them.
All of them. Yeah, because he said that they ordered like 12,000 more cases of whatever it was that he was selling, Total Wine and stuff. So shout out to Black Man Rumble.
He hustling, man.
He hustling. All right, man. The last thing I want to get on is LeBron James gets Snow Bunny. LeBron James got Snow Bunny. Now, of course, I'm gonna play the video in case nobody didn't know. It It was last week. The Lakers beat. Who did they beat? Who did the Lakers beat?
I can't remember who they were playing.
Damn, I can't remember who they were playing. It was somebody, not the Clippers. It was somebody, but they won by 1 point.
Yeah.
And it was a close game. D'Angelo Russell showed his
went crazy.
Yeah. Now, LeBron was sidelined, and this is what he was doing on the sideline. He was, let me go back. He was cockeying and kikiing with these white women. Aren't they owners or something like that?
Yeah, Jeannie Buss is big dog Lakers exec.
So who's the girl who laid on her? That's her?
Yeah, that's Jeannie Buss. Yeah.
Buss. Okay. And
she's 62 years old.
Who?
The one with the gray sweater.
62?
Yeah. She a little bunny, bro. Yeah. You tripping.
Damn.
Yeah. You tripping. She's the president of the Lakers.
Damn, she looked good. And usually the white folks don't age that well. So
yeah, Jeannie Buss. If you know with Jeannie Buss for sure.
Okay, yeah, shout out to her. But you see, she laying on him, the other girl doing all that. So as soon as that happened, the jokes was coming. He got game too. Oh man, because y'all remember he got game from back in when Ray Allen was on there, the Spike Lee joint, all that. And of course, I don't know if it's got to Dr. Umar yet, but I went on ahead and made like a little meme and had Umar's look like that. You know what I'm saying? But it was funny. It got the internet riled up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was funny. Like it did look awkward. Like, why are these white women, all on him? Like, oh, LeBron and all that.
Yeah.
And they were like Savannah probably giving that nigga the couch or whatever. It's like all that laughing with your friends and stuff. So I thought that was hilarious.
Now the jokes that was a good night in Twitter. The jokes were hilarious.
Yeah.
But let's be clear. LeBron was securing that 3-year, $200 million deal. Let's be very clear. Savannah's in on it.
Right.
She don't give a damn. She know the play. She knew the play before we knew the play.
Right.
So even though the jokes were funny, they at a different level with the shit. LeBron trying to own a squad in the next 2 years, bro. He trying to secure that Vegas team. So
yeah,
I'm kikiing and ha-haing too.
Right.
That's one of the most powerful people in sports, bro.
Right. Whatever it takes. You can lay all on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Because you see, he was all like, yeah,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
but they close though. It ain't like it was too random. I don't know who the other person was. I'm not gonna lie. But she owns the fucking team. I mean, she's like the president of the team. It ain't like they just met.
Right. Right, exactly. But it just the jokes of it was funny, and I really wanted to see Dr. Umar react to it.
Dr. Umar know the game. Dr. Umar speaks on people like Jay and people with the money in certain positions and how he understands that they have to play a certain game because they're in position. We need people to have the money. The funds have to come from somewhere because they're not going to come from the government. And so he kind of understands. To be honestly, that's LeBron's boss. Honestly, so it ain't, bro. He know what time it is too. That 3-year, $200 million bag is about to be announced in about 3 months. Don't even worry about it.
So he gonna be playing to what he 40. Because how is he 39 now? He about to be
about 39.
Yeah, he gonna be 40 this year. Yeah.
So
he gonna play with 43.
I think. Well, he's trying to play with his son. Pause. So I'm if his son gets drafted this year, which I don't think that's gonna happen, and maybe next year, LeBron gonna do at least 1 or 2 more years. He gonna have that farewell send-off tour, that farewell tour year. He gonna do that, and then he gonna own the Vegas whatevers.
Yeah,
you heard it here first.
That's coming soon, y'all. I can't wait to see Las Vegas get a team. That's really gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be lit.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man.
Jeannie Buss, though. I thought you knew.
No, I didn't. I was like, you're 62.
Yeah.
Wow. For
picture that at 25.
I'm like, damn, did she get some surgery or something? Like, she don't like, bro. Like, I thought she was maybe 40 at the most, maybe late 30s. Damn,
that's a hear me out right there, buddy.
Yeah,
hear me out.
God, dog. I'm gonna have to Google her. Dr. Umar, please don't be mad at me, sir. All right, I just need to Google, because pussy is pussy. But anyway, man, I had a blast tonight on this edition of Red's View, man. Shout out to everybody. Hopefully y'all hit that like button, and everybody on YouTube and stuff like that. We had quite a few people up in here. Make sure that y'all drop a comment. Also, make sure that you stream. You see it's going right here. Stream the EP by J Red, myself, yours truly. Rewind. It's available everywhere on all streaming platforms. Got some more music coming on the way. Also, be on the lookout for this Juneteenth, Atlanta. Somebody's gonna hit the stage again. Just be on the lookout for that. I'll give y'all details about that a little later, man. But I already spoke with Bob Johnson. We're gonna get that shit cracking. And more stuff coming. Subscribe to the channel, which is youtube.com/ResView. Bam, there it is right there. Make sure again that y'all watching this for everybody. The replay team, because it's a team replay that y'all be coming in. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe for all the good content. Now, CJ, where can we find you, follow you, subscribe to you, lay all that out?
Absolutely, man. Holler at me on my YouTube platform. It's Culturalist Theory. Y'all check it out. New episode coming this week. Speaking of the 2000s, we are doing the top 10 R&B albums from 2005. So super slept on year. Some really big records came out that year.
Yes.
So check out that episode. Holler at your boy Animal_Brown on Instagram and Twitter.
Didn't R. Kelly drop in 05?
Yes, he did.
Yes, that was, man. Damn.
And that made the list. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah. Like 05, all that, we'll talk about that. But just that year right there was a dope year for R&B.
Absolutely.
For sure. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
But anyway, y'all, this is J Red. This is CJ from Culturalist Theory, Res View. Man, we'll catch y'all later. We are signing out.